Hey everyone, welcome back. It's me, Maya D, and these are my accountability videos. What am I holding myself accountable for? The Read 21 in 21 challenge, which means that I'm reading 21 minutes per day for every day in the year 2021. It's day 11, and I have successfully read 10 of those days, read for 10 of those days. I'm human, you know. Notice I have these headphones on because once again, I'm joining you from the dining room office. It's a pandemic. Yay! But we can read and be better, huh? Right? So, got the headphones to help with some of the noise in the background. I apologize if you hear something. There are other people in this household. Here are my three takeaways, which are the three things that resonated with me from the book Dance Pedagogy for a Diverse World. I was able to read pages 19 through 50 since my last video, and here are my three takeaways. One was a quote from the book, which is by Geneva Gay, and the quote is, "Intention without action is insufficient." And I believe that that is a beautiful charge. If I want to live in a more agreeable, inclusive world, then I need to be a more agreeable, inclusive person. And as an educator, that means that I can create inclusive, agreeable spaces, i.e., my classroom, i.e., the culture of my classroom. So, what space can I take a step towards a better society, a healthier, what I perceive to be a healthier society? My second takeaway was in relation to pronouns. I use pronouns in my class. I do give students permission to offer, I give them space to offer their pronouns, their preferred pronouns, as well as their preferred names, because sometimes the name that is on our registration is not the same name, or on paper is not the same name that we prefer to be called by. But in the reading, I came across Z-E, and Zer, Z-I-R. Never knew until I read this book. I am going to include them in my syllabus and offer them to students when we are having our Zoom meetings, because we are meeting remotely due to the pandemic, that they can use Z and Zer. My understanding from the reading, and feel free to drop in the comments if you have a better understanding than I, is that Z and Zer can be used similar to they. But remember, if you have a better understanding, drop it in the comments down there, and make sure you like and subscribe so that you get, and turn on your alerts so that when I'm making these videos, you know when they're coming out. My last takeaway was a reminder to be gracious with myself. And it came in the form of another quote, which was, "Allow yourself to be a student." I have a good number of students this semester, like any semester. And I sometimes get stressed about learning every student and having everything worked out before they come to class, before that first day, which is daggone near impossible. But this idea of grace, allow myself to be a student also. Allow my students to know that I'm learning about them in order to help them learn. Gives me space mentally and emotionally to acquire the information, because they're experts, and we know from experience you don't become an expert at anything in a day, a month, a year. It takes time. So being gracious with myself. I hope that you are going to be gracious with yourself during this pandemic and find ways to better yourself, find ways to connect. Reading is my way of bettering myself during this time, this challenging time. And I hope that you will join me for the next video. Alert, turn that alert bell on, subscribe, and make sure you like. And have a wonderful, wonderful, pandemic day, non-pandemic day. I don't know what to call these things. But have a good one. See you soon.